Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for Malivore. Thank you so much for that. For those interested, requesting any type of videos, whether it be a topic, tier list, ranking, review, re-review, thought streams, commentaries, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a Cash App as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. For those who sent them, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, this this was a movie. This was a movie. It's for free on YouTube. So what this film is one of a couple Turkish E.T. movies. E.T. very popular in 1982, became a phenomenon at that time. So you don't have other countries either trying to rip it off or be inspired by it or however you want to put it. And I know there are multiple ones made in Turkey. This is one of them. Homoti came out in 1987. Now, like I said, it's for free on YouTube, although there are subtitles. Part of me wonders if the person who put the subtitles on there, they're putting me on. Because I don't know about sentences like, well, tell a lunatic to flirt, he'll shit on your carpet. Now, is that something they say in Turkey? Is that a common phrase in Turkey? Hey, you tell a lunatic to flirt, he'll shit on your carpet. Yeah, is that something typical in Turkey? If anyone ever sees this, if you're from Turkey, let me know. Now, I read something, I don't know if this is true, but I read something to the fact of the people who made this, they just made this for fun. Like the people who made this, they actually were actors, filmmakers, and other stuff in Turkey. But they kind of made this small little thing for fun. They got a kick out of it. And that it wasn't supposed to be released, but somehow it did get released. I don't know if that's true. Although, considering the cheap as hell production quality, I could see that. Because it looked shot on video. Mostly it takes place in one apartment. There's next to nothing in terms of effects or anything of the sort. And the characters, the story, I don't know where to begin, but I'll fucking try. So there's a photographer named Ali. Okay. And after this PowerPoint presentation that shows our title of Homoti, we're introduced to Ali. And apparently he's a guy who takes photos for this company, and he tells a story about there's this fake 20-meter long whale story, and apparently this is a saying, and they explain why this is a saying later on in the movie, but someone says the line, they're all asparagus. I'm like, who's an asparagus? What? Apparently in this movie that means fake news, because there was something about an asparagus story that turned out to be bullshit. So now they're saying is if it's a fake news story, it's an asparagus, which is called bullshit. Or just say ass. That's ass. Leave the parody, leave the rest of it off. Just say it's ass. They're all ass. And then he says he's going to find a UFO. But really what he's going to do is going to fake UFO photos by throwing stuff in the air and taking pictures of them. It's during the daytime, and he's just walking while he's doing this, and he randomly finds a spaceship. And we got Paris Hilton. So he finds Paris Hilton, not looking the worse for wear, or, well, I guess depending who you ask. And Paris Hilton is called Homoti in this. So Ali takes Paris Hilton home, and Homoti, played by Paris Hilton, he tells about his home, how he comes from a dictatorship, and is begging, please, please, please don't do an interview. Because if you do an interview with me, somehow my home will find out. And by doing so, something about by doing so, he'll get in trouble, but the trouble is he'll be having to stay home for one day. I'm like, what kind of pussy is this Homoti guy? To stay indoors for one day? Most people count that a blessing. Most people call it a fucking vacation. But the big punishment is you'll be alone at home for one day. His home must be a real shithole or something if that's the case. If he's that goddamn sorry, sad sack of shit about it. So then the alien says, well, I'll give you a story. But he doesn't say what the story is. Instead, the movie cuts to random graphics that, I don't know, looks like a beginning of some after-school special. I don't know what you call it. Just random graphics, computer graphics, the cutting edge at the time, including someone with playing cards. I don't know what the fuck you had to do with anything. I don't know what the fuck the story was you don't tell this guy, but that's for you to find out, and you go ahead and tell me, because I didn't get it. Meanwhile, this housekeeper who knows Ali, she's wandering around, and all the shopkeepers hate her ass. Just treat her like shit. Housekeeper comes home, is scared of Paris Hilton, and Paris is sad. Please don't be scared of me. Is that okay? Fine, I won't be. Other characters, there's this girl who Ali's boss says she's going to join you, I guess, in his photographing job. Kind of like as an intern. Ali doesn't want this, but you know that they're going to get together, fall in love, and yada, yada, yada. Also, there's a gay, flamboyant neighbor named Haydar, whose boyfriend is, I think he's playing soccer somewhere. And like the guy asks, is that a monkey or a car? Because, yeah, that looks like a fucking car. I don't know what cars you've seen. But, yeah, you know what? Yes, it looks like a car. Do you want to ride it? Do you want to ride him? Makes the alien cry because the alien's a bitch. He cries more than Tim Smith. And that's where you get the housekeeper saying lines like, tell Lunatic to flirt, she'll shit on your carpet. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but okay. Maybe that's a Turkish thing. Does that deal with Turkish prisons? I don't know. So one thing leads to another. Homoti's like, I'll give you the story. I'll help you out. So Homoti joins him somewhere and makes it so that Ali is doing a story with someone on a flying carpet with really, really, really cheap effects that I would not even call them effects. I would not even call it an effect. I would call it an F. You get such enticing scenes as there's literally a 1 minute scene. A 1 minute scene of the housekeeper sitting down, drinking this, pouring this, then drinking this, then moving this, moving that, maybe drinking this again. Without cutting. It's a full minute. A minute may not sound much until you actually watch the minute and you go, is this fucking going anywhere? I mean, eventually this alien almost gets revealed to everybody. The girl finds out, the boss finds out, and they respect Homoti's wishes. At times, the housekeeper gets drunk. And again, most of the film takes place at this damn apartment. And when the housekeeper gets drunk and is hiccuping, tossed to the alien, and Paris Hilton keeps talking about how he loves Ali and crying. But the way they make it sound with the subtitles is it's as if the alien is gay and wants to suck Ali's dick. That's what makes it sound like with the subtitles. About loving it. And in fact, when the alien finds out that Ali is with this girl, then the alien's like, I need to leave. I mean, that sounds like you want to fuck this guy because but because the guy is fucking a girl, you're like, well, I guess I'm out. Time to leave. And I swear there's a bit where it's like, oh, I don't love you that way. So, is this alien gay? Is this like the first gay E.T. movie? Well, I guess maybe the only gay E.T. movie, but is that it? Is this a gay E.T. movie that I watched? Because it seems like it. Or at least by E.T. There you go, that's the movie. That's the title. Should go by E.T., but B.I. Bye-bye, E.T. Bye, Felicia. At one point, he's watching Jaws, and that's the best part of the movie, because I want to watch Jaws. Can I just watch Jaws? Can I play the Nintendo game Jaws? Both would be much more fun than watching this shitty movie, where barely anything fucking happens. But this alien crying more times than Kevin Smith cries in fucking videos. Let me just watch E.T. I watch E.T. Let me just watch Jaws. And what's funny is that the movie ends. Like, it ends. But then it gets to a wide shot, and the movie's still playing in scenes that were earlier in the movie. In the wide shot. But then it gets up close and it's like, okay, yep, it's the news or whatever. But it's funny how the movie ends, then goes to a wide shot where Jaws is still playing and it's scenes that were before the ending. And it's like, oops, well, we don't know editing in this movie. You're not going to notice that. Why would you give a fuck to notice that? Listen, I don't care if they made this for fun. It was a waste of fucking time. Maybe it's people drunk and they wanted to fuck somebody in a fucking melted milk dud suit. That's the way he looked, like a melted milk dud. And, well, how do we fuck this thing? Who's going to be in it? Well, we'll find a little person, we'll put them in it. And, well, we can't show all the nudity because we'd probably be arrested in Turkey. So let's just say, we'll just film some other shit. And we're being legitimate, and then off camera we're just fucking. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to make up backstories to this. Because I was so fucking bored, and my mind was just wandering. So this one guy finds out about Homoti, kidnaps Homoti. But Homoti ain't having that shit. Screws up the guy's camera. Levitates him. Leaves his ass there as he should. Goes outside, teleports, because I guess he could have teleported the whole damn time, so why didn't he teleport earlier? And eventually lets the guy go when he gets back. Talks with the housekeeper and the gay neighbor again, and they bring up E.T., yes, the character E.T. And Homoti says, oh yeah, a friend of mine. So they talk to E.T., which is an E.T. action figure that's in a mirror, hand mirror, but they're making it seem like it's a communicator, Skype, whatever the hell. He's on StreamYards. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's this toy E.T. who says a few words. Sure, just told them to go fuck themselves and leave them alone. And then randomly, these two guys that I swear I've never seen before in the film kidnapped the photographer Ali, and I don't even remember why. But I'm like, Who are these guys? Eventually, the alien helps him. At one point, he takes lipstick and puts it over himself. What is he? Buffalo Bill? He's gonna start skinning some motherfuckers? They don't put the lotion on the skin or get the hose again? Why are you putting lipstick all over your face? Sees that Ali is with the girl and decides to leave without saying goodbye because he's a bitch. It's not because he's gay. Gay people are not bitches. It's because he's a bitch. That's why he's a bitch. And I guess since he can't be with Ali, he leaves. But everyone says goodbye, and he leaves. There's a look to the stars. You'll see my planet Homan or whatever the hell it was called. Must be called Fudge Packerville. I don't know. And then thank God this movie is over. Granted, this movie's not as bad as Duty, because not many films are as bad as Duty. At least I kind of understood what was going on. It's just not much was going on, and what little there was, it was still... What? It's just some fragile, pussy-ass, Paris Hilton-looking milk dud, sad and depressed in an apartment for most of the film. He's sad he can't get a guy's dick, so he decides to leave after having a couple Kevin Smith hissy fit crying fest. Maybe it was Kevin Smith. I don't know. I don't know how he looked in 1987, so maybe it was him. Maybe it's the origin of Kevin Smith. Maybe that's what it is. That's why he's a bitch nowadays. His mindset went back to this period. I don't fucking know. I love how the cover makes it seem like a rejet of Elf, the TV show. If you look at the poster. Which I love Elf. I'm looking at the DVD set there from Shout Factory, Elf, from Melmac. I want to rewatch that show again. Any episode of that show is better than what the fuck I saw. Any episode of that show. Even the last episode, which was a stupid cliffhanger, is still better than this fucking movie. This movie is just boring. And you're just wondering, what the fuck? You hear that? That's my cat knocking on the door. I think he wants to see if I'm alright. I'll tell him later I'm alright. I survived. Trust me, I've seen a lot of worse movies. And you see, like, my eyes, the whole review has been like this. It's like wanting to close my eyes because the way that alien looks, which you can tell from the cover, you'd rather have your eyes be like this. Maybe with staples. Milk dud, melted Paris Hilton. We'll see you guys later. There's really not much more to say. Take care.